Hello Gemini, this is EJ with EJ Star Tarot with your reading for August of 2020. Thank you for all your likes, your shares, your subscribes. I greatly appreciate your donations. I appreciate those who purchase private readings with me and who become members of my channel. If you're new, welcome. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Alright, let's just get started, shall we? We have the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is asking you to be realistic when it comes to your finances and, when it comes to decision making, to be logical, to create that routine, right? Create a routine of something that you've been doing, because I feel like some of you are you start something but you're not consistent, but if you make it part of your routine, then it stays consistent. Because it has to do with your structure of stability, right? I do feel like, you will be making, really good decisions. It's just like you're really thinking, logical, and you're being realistic about things. But I really feel like you need to make something part of your routine so that you stay consistent with the things that you're trying to accomplish here, Gemini. And however that may relate to you, right? So we have the Tower. Okay, so the Tower comes up and it talks about, I'm going to bring you some unexpected change here. Okay, I'm going to bring you some unexpected change, and I want you to be realistic about it. I want you to be practical about it. That's what the universe is telling you. I'm going to bring you change, but I need you to be realistic about it. And you're going to get that sudden insight where you're going to make good decisions, and you're going to be rational about what it is that you're needing to change, or whatever decision you're needing to make for this change. So it's kind of like you're needing to go with the flow kind of thing, right? But I do sense that, this change is having you be more practical. And I feel like you will be making smart decisions, here, Gemini, and however that may relate to you. We're definitely going to have to get clarifiers for you. But when we have the World card, so that's really good. That means that the Tower is bringing some kind of change that you have to be practical about, right? But not only is it being practical, you're having that confidence to have success, having a really good, sense of belonging, really feeling good. This, blockages being removed, and that could be where the Tower is saying, look, I'm going to make some change here, and I need you to be practical, because I'm going to remove anything that has been blocking you from progressing, blocking you from making good decisions, and however that may be, but it's going to lead to something really successful here. So I do see something good coming up for you with the World card there, and really having a desirable outcome, and really having that sense of belong. This is the path I belong on. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna feel good in that environment. Even though people talk about the Tower as, oh my gosh, that's a bad change, it depends on the supporting cards. And according to these cards, this is you being practical and being rational and making smart decisions, right? And also being successful in completing any task that you set before you, whatever that journey may be in. It could even it could be that you might even travel here, okay? So there could be a change that's going to allow you to travel somewhere. It all just depends. Okay, so we have the Empress. So again, it's with the World card, having that sense of completion, feeling successful, feeling confident, right? And with that Empress being there, that's you just really, feeling good about things, feeling more creative, wanting to change your career, maybe doing something with arts, maybe again, doing something very creative, things coming to fruition that brings abundance and prosperity, but it also brings growth. So I feel like if there was something that you had started here, Gemini, now you're being practical about this, right? You're being like, okay, this was my plan, but I want this plan to grow. I have this great idea, but in order for it to grow, I need to do these things. So there's some kind of change that needs to happen. So you kind of get some kind of, sudden insight in order to make the changes, and so that it does grow, and it does bring success, and it does bring prosperity, and it does bring stability. Things start coming to fruition for you. So I do sense that this change is something good for you, okay? What else, Spirit? Career, money, finance for Gemini. What do they need to know in the month of August of 2020? And whatever, I'm getting like whatever that you might have started, a while ago is going to be growing. It's going to bring you growth. It's going to lead to prosperity and abundance here. Because I feel like, again, you finally get that sudden insight, and you're being practical about decision making, and you're being realistic about things, right? You're being smart about decision making. And that could be revising a plan. It could be revising the journey, right? But whatever it is, it's definitely going to be very supportive. What else does Gemini need to know? Wow, okay, we have the Knight of Wands. This goes underneath the King of Swords and the Tower. So the Knight of Wands, I like to see the Knight of Wands here, because the Knight of Wands is all about action, right? The Knight of Wands is about action. It's about moving in the right direction, changing jobs, starting your own business. It could be travel, feeling adventurous, just things happening here. So I do sense that there could be some type of communication, some kind of news that comes in, and it's good news that pushes you further on your journey, right? This could be moving house, changing jobs, as I mentioned, even moving out of the country, since the World card is here, you guys. This could even be a move out of the country or a travel. This change allows you to move in that direction. So if you're planning to move out of the country or trying to find a job outside of the country, I have the feeling that this is going to happen for you. And I have a feeling that you're going to be practical about it. And, it could be a job offer that maybe it's not paying you what you're making today or what you were making, but it's going to allow you to move forward. So you accept the position and you take action towards it. What else, Spirit? Yeah, see, okay, so we have some good cards coming up here. We have the Ten of Cups. So the Ten of Cups is all about being happy, by being fulfilled, enjoying where you're at, going back to where you used to live. This is you moving somewhere else, but really it's again, moving out of the country. That comes right underneath the World and the Empress. So you could be doing that. You could move out of the country to a town where you lived at, but it's you being extremely happy and being blessed. Okay, so really good card to have here. You have really good, amazing cards here. And again, we will get some clarifications, but I do sense that, whatever it is that you're trying to do here, you're definitely moving in the right direction. You are moving down this path. We have, oh wow, the Nine of Pentacles, which is great. It's great because the Nine of Pentacles is all about, your financial worries are about to be over, right? Your business, if you have one, is going to start to thrive. So if this is a business, a side hustle you started, now it's going to pick up and it's going to bring you that financial stability. But it's definitely all about, expecting a positive change, happiness, and success. And it's, wow, I love it. I love it. And having that financial independence that you're looking for, right? Because as I know, Geminis are very independent, and you don't want to depend on anybody, especially financially. So I really feel like you're moving in the right direction here. And if this is something that you're wanting to move, maybe even to another state, if it's not, to another country, it could be that you may be moving to another state. But you're definitely going to move here, Gemini. You are progressing, and things are wow. Things are growing for you, okay? Now, we do have the Four of Pentacles here. The Four of Pentacles, it's people see this different ways. But because it's with the Knight of Wands and the Ten of Cups, it's in between that. That lets me know that you're going to be financially stable, you're going to be wealthy, and it's something that because you're able to save this money. You make more than enough that you're able to save that, right? And I really feel like whatever this is, this career or this path that you're going on, it's going to allow you to be more stable financially, okay? You have to see how the cards lay in order to know how to read the tarot. Some people will be like, oh no, you're holding on to situations. Okay, yeah, but it depends what's around it. What's around this card is the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the Ten of Cups. This lets me know that you're definitely going to move into something that's going to be allowing you to be happy, that's going to allow you to be stable, you're going to be able to save money where I feel like you haven't been able to, right? Yeah, I just feel like things are going to move in a really good direction here. Okay, I do sense that. What is the outcome for Gemini, August of 2020, career, money, finance? What is the Gemini's outcome, career, money, finance for August of 2020, please? What is Gemini's outcome? Okay, the Ace of Swords. Okay, this is your outcome. The Ace of Swords is all about a fresh start, right? Getting clarity, you know, having a new plan and victory, having success, really focusing on this new opportunity, this new journey. And as I mentioned, there could be some kind of change of plan. I mentioned that earlier, and here it is confirming that you could be changing your plans and you're focusing because you're like, okay, I'm being realistic now. I can't, you know, I cannot not be realistic. And I feel like you are. You have a better sense of judgment now. And as I mentioned before, you could be offered a job and maybe they're not paying you what you were making before this pandemic or making today during this pandemic. And you're saying, you know what? It's going to allow me to move, change jobs, so why not take it? Because you need to take that risk, right? Everybody needs to take a risk. And you will, because you're going to cut something out here. You're going to cut something out, whether it is a job that isn't allowing you to grow, whether it's a situation, but whatever this is, there is a change coming, and it is by a separation here. But it is a good change, and it leads you to something good. And at the bottom of the deck, look at this. You have the Six of Pentacles, so there's progress, right? There's progress. There's, you know, employment coming. There's prosperity. There's wealth. Maybe you're investing in something, but you're definitely going to have more than enough. Maybe it's a business that you're creating, and that business brings you more than enough to be able to invest in other things. So these are things that you need to think about when you're being offered an opportunity, and we need to be realistic in this time of age, you know, of what's offered to us. Do we want to be unemployed, or do we rather be employed, right? Will it allow us, will this change, this offer, this opportunity allow us to change our journey? So you start to be more practical and be more realistic about this, and that's really good. That's really good, because I feel like you get insight and you get clarity, and you're just like, okay, I'm going to do this, and then you take that action, and you're happy about this. You're really happy. Divine Universe, Holy Spirit, and Guardian Angels, I ask that you please clarify this career, money, finance reading for Gemini, August of 2020, please. Clarify this career, money, finance reading for Gemini, the month of... Okay, so you guys, let me show you. This is how the cards fell. This is how they fell. Isn't that weird? And the first card that's up here, and I'm just going to read that first card because this is how it fell. And I'm definitely not going to read all these cards. It's about change. It's about transformation. It's about letting go of what you're thinking that you should make, where you should live, how you should live, right? But it's all about a change and getting that. It's a sudden change and transformation, and letting go of what isn't allowing you to move forward, and sacrificing and knowing that this is a blessing in disguise that allows you to have a new beginning here. That's what this talks about. This change, this transformation is sudden. But not only is it sudden, it gives you insight, and now you're making good decisions. You're practical, you know. It moves you in a direction where you're going to have more than enough. Let me continue shuffling, guys. Please clarify this reading for Gemini, August of 2020. Spirit, please clarify this reading for Gemini, August of 2020, with all integrity and honesty. Okay, you guys, this is how this came out. Okay, so we're going to take these cards. So I'm not even clarifying. This is additional messages that's coming up. We have the King of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. What does this tell you guys? This tells me that you're going to have a business opportunity or a job offer that comes to you, right? In either career, in that career, you could be doing financing, banking, you could be starting your own business, you could be doing sales or real estate, but whatever it is, it brings you success. And it also tells me that there is somebody who is a little bit older or maybe even more mature that is very supportive of you in this career path, right? And I feel like this message that this page is coming to you, he's bringing you, is a good job, right? And you're taking proactive steps towards this opportunity because you know it's going to lead you to great stability financially. You could be doing something creative, artistically, you're learning something, you're inspired by this. Again, this is really good news on whatever that may be, okay? So that's additional messages that are coming your way. So let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. Spirit, I'd like you to clarify the tower for Gemini, August of 2020. Please clarify the tower for Gemini. Why is this sudden change coming? Why is this sudden change coming for Gemini, August of 2020, please? Clarify. Clarify. Some of you, I feel like you may be doing something that has to do with health and wellness, maybe fashion, but I really get I'm getting a lot of health and wellness here. In addition to something to do with finance. Like I'm getting a lot of different messages here. So this is definitely for two sets of Geminis. All right, so the tower is bringing you some kind of change. We have the death card, if you remember that when I was shuffling this popped out. Definitely the universe wants you to know, Spirit wants you to know that this sudden change is bringing you transformation and you need to let go of what isn't suitable for you so you can have this new beginning, this blessing in disguise that is coming your way, right? It's going to allow you to release the things that has been keeping you in stagnation. As I mentioned earlier, blockages are going to be removed as you walk down this path, okay? Spirit, give us clarity on this Four of Pentacles. Give us clarity on the Four of Pentacles, please. Give us clarity on this Four of Pentacles for Gemini, August of 2020. Give us clarity, please. Wow. Wow. Ace of Pentacles. Did I not say you were going to have an opportunity that was going to be presented to you, that was going to be offered to you, that was going to allow you to save? You're going to be making more than enough. This is abundance. This is creating a new business. This is, promotions. This is good fortune and stability. Whatever this is a good opportunity. Not only are you going to make more than enough here, you're going to be able to save money. And you're going to be able to be stable financially. So if this is a business for you, then you will be making that money, right? And you will have that financial independence. This is good fortune, you guys. Like, this is a really good reading. All right, Spirit, let's get clarity on the King of Swords, please. Give us clarity on this King of Swords for Gemini. Give us clarity on this King of Swords, please. I really, really feel like you're just really making better decisions here. You're being practical. You're being realistic about what you can accomplish at this time. At this time that we are in. And you're like, okay, well, this offer will allow me to, if you're wanting to move. This offer will allow me to get out of this situation that gives me no growth. And maybe I will have growth in this other opportunity, right? So you change jobs. So it's different for each and every one of you Geminis here. But definitely there's a lot of change and transformation coming this way that leads you to a great financial abundance and prosperity and stability. Allows you to grow as a person. But I do feel like some of you may be getting into like health and wellness, beauty, you're taking care of yourself. This could be fitness. I don't know, whatever that is something good. The King of Swords, we have the Page of Wands and the Fool. I love it because the King of Swords, again, you're being practical, you're making good decisions based on this news that you get from the the Page of Wands, right? When you get this message from the Page of Wands, you're like feeling inspired, you're excited. This is good news, right? That's going to allow you to travel. It's going to allow you to have financial abundance. It's going to allow you to have this new beginning. And it's, it could be an unexpected opportunity that comes your way. And you're just like, you're making a good decision about it because you're being practical. again, you're looking at things from a different set of lenses now. And you're feeling good about the decision making that you're starting to make, right? You're going to get phone calls that's going to be work related, but it's going to be good news, right? Things are going to come to fruition. If you're wanting to start a business, this is the time for you to do it, because I really feel like this change is going to push you to the level that you want. But whatever this is, it's really good. It's good. It's really good, you guys. Okay, Spirit, any additional messages you have for Gemini for the month of August, career, money, finance? Is there any additional messages that Gemini needs to know for the month of August when it comes to career, money, finance in the month of August of 2020, please? Is there additional? Okay. All right, we'll take it. We will take it. So the cards that fell out are really good cards. And I'm gonna go ahead and do this one by one, okay? We have the Wheel of Fortune, guys. This is additional messages that Spirit wants you to know that will happen in the month of August, okay? What is the Wheel of Fortune? That means things are going to change. Things are going to change. If you've been stagnant, you're not going to be stagnant no more. Things are changing for the better, right? The Wheel of Fortune says, you know what? You could possibly leave a job because you are no longer feeling it, and you may be getting a new job. You know, if your finances are struggling, that's about to change. These are like you being really decisive about the decisions that you're making. So you're just, you know what, this is what I need to do. You're not even thinking about it, you know, and you're moving in a positive direction here, which is really good. You're having a lot of ideas. You could have even more than one job offer here with the Seven of Cups, right? But you're feeling inspired. You're really feeling inspired about this, because you're like, wow, first I had nothing, there was no movement, there was nothing but stagnation, but now I'm getting these opportunities. But which is the best one for me? You know, and don't just look at the money, look at the growth of it, right? Where is it going to push you and move you to? That's what you really need to focus. And I feel like that's what you're doing, is you're, again, being practical about these decisions that you're making, and they're good decisions. And then you have the Justice card that comes in and says, you know what, you don't have to worry. Things are going to balance out, you know, and things are going to work out in your favor no matter what. The universe is on your side, right? But you need to be truthful with yourself in order to have that happen for you, right? There's money and contracts coming your way, and it's really good. And I see that there's going to be more than one here, Gemini. There's going to be more than one that leads you to something really good and positive here. And then you have the Emperor. Like, you have a lot of major arcanas here, right? And the Emperor is all about being consistent with what you're doing, right? Making part of your routine, taking leadership, being logic about it, right? Being practical about this, seeing what is affecting your structure and stability, and how are you going to focus, right? So it's you focusing and being consistent now. And that leads you to great stability here. You could even be in leadership. You could be in management here. But it's definitely you taking control over the direction you're moving in. And that's really, really good here, Gemini, because I feel like I also feel like you need to let go of something that isn't allowing you the growth that you need, that kind of pulls you back. Because I sense that the Tower coming in, this change is sudden. You're not even going to know when it happens. But you're going to be practical. You're not even going to be, it's not going to even faze you that change is happening. And you're just like, oh, okay, I'm going to go in this direction. You're not overthinking it. And I love it. And it leads you to great prosperity and abundance and financial independence, where you're able to save, where you're able to have more than enough, where, you know, you just feel good and confident in moving in this direction here, Gemini. This is amazing. I love your reading, because it talks about, you know, all levels of being, of how you're thinking now. And you're thinking with, you know, better, right? You're making better decisions now. You're being practical. And I love the change that comes, because it brings unexpected opportunities towards your way with that Fool, right? It brings, you know, exciting and unexpected opportunities. You have to trust the journey. You have to be more positive and be more optimistic about it. But it is definitely a new beginning or a new business for some of you, you know, and whatever that may be. Maybe some of you are going to do a fashion blog or health and fitness, or maybe you're doing something, because health and fitness can be anything. That can be mental health, that can be health, period. Fitness could just be that you're exercising, or it could be just a lot of different things. There could be some of you that are going into the finance world, or maybe real estate, or maybe you're selling real estate, but definitely you're leading to financial stability, and whatever this may be. This is something totally new to you, and you're like, you know what, I'm going to be positive about this, and I'm going to be real with myself, and I'm just going to be truthful with the direction I want to go in. I want to have all the good stuff, but maybe I need to start somewhere that's going to allow me that growth to get there, right? And I really feel like that's what you're doing. You're being truthful about it. You're seeing, you're seeing that, okay, yeah, this is what needs to happen. Excuse me. The bottom of the deck. Okay, Four of Wands. This is good. This is good because this lets me know that definitely there's going to be celebrations, and there's going to be stability here with this Four of Wands, right? Because that's what this talks about. This is moving house. This is bringing you prosperity and success. This is you being really happy. And I love that. I love that. And we talked about moving. I see some of you moving out of the country or out of the state, changing jobs, and maybe this job allows you to move out of the country or state, but it leads you to something really stable. And financially, you don't have to worry because you're going to have more than enough here, Gemini. This is great. This is really good. I love how you're thinking now. I see that there's that change, and you're being optimistic about it, and you're being real about it. And not only that, but you're inspired and excited about this, right? Because there's new things coming up, and you're creating a business, you're having the ideas, and you're just like, let me be realistic about what I want and how I need to get there. And I love it. I love it. And you're taking action. You're taking those steps, and you're happy about this. And that's what really is what's making me excited, because you're happy that you're making the right choices, and you see the change, and you're just like, you're just like, all right, this is what has to happen. In those sudden moments, you're just like, all right, you're not even overthinking it. You're going with the flow and making it happen. And I love this. I love it. I hope that you enjoyed the reading. Be blessed in August, and we'll talk soon.